Hello and welcome back. So this class is going to be an hour long, 60 minutes, and it's going to be a lovely kind of vinyasa flow with lots of twists and folds and bends, maybe a little bit of semi upside downy stuff. So have your yoga strap or a dressing gown belt or any like a rolled up towel, a man's tie, any of those things will do, just so make sure it's a sort of solid strap that you can use to help get deeper into the stretches. So have fun, enjoy the class, leave a comment, give me a like, subscribe to my channel. All my videos are completely free and you can use them as often and as many times as you like. Enjoy the class and have fun most of all. Thank you. So come to your mat, have your yoga strap, yoga blocks if you have them nearby in case you need them. And just come to lying down, either legs extended or knees bent. You choose. And just maybe lift your hips and place them down. Tuck your shoulders in underneath you, palms facing upwards. And then just relax down for a few moments. Really let go around your hips. Just let everything sink down. Relax the backs of the shoulders. And then the tops of the shoulders, just let go. Just feel them kind of slide down. Arms relaxed, palms facing up. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through the nose, relax around your rib cage. In through the nose. And as you exhale, really relax all around your shoulders. In through the nose. And as you exhale, relax your face actively. Relax the muscles around your cheeks, your jaw, your forehead, between your eyebrows. Relax. On your next inhale, turn your head to one shoulder, back to center, and over to the other shoulder. Back to center, and extend your legs long if your knees are bent. Point your toes away from you. Inhale, arms up long overhead, and take a full body stretch. So have your arms, say your palms are facing upwards, and bring your hands a little bit wider than your shoulders. And then really reach with the hands, point with the toes, really, really grow as long as you can. And then slowly bringing your arms up, bring your knees into the chest, interlace fingers round your shins, and just take a little rock from side to side. Massaging your lower back. And then hug the knees in tightly to the chest. Flex your toes. Reach for the outer edges of your feet. Bring your knees to your armpits and take a happy baby. Massaging your back. Pushing the heels up. Just rolling here. And then release the feet to the mat. Have your heels quite close to your buttocks. Make sure you can touch the backs of your heels with your fingertips. Arms by your side, palms facing down. Inhale, imprint lower back into the mat. Just lift your butt cheeks a couple of centimeters off the mat. And as you exhale, roll the butt cheeks down and rock your pelvic bones forward so your lower back arches. Inhale, roll up about halfway up your back. Squeeze those butt cheeks. And then just as slowly rolling down and rock the pelvis forward. Inhale up onto the backs of your shoulder blades. Hold here, squeeze those butt cheeks. And rolling down super slowly. And a little arch of the back as you rock your pelvis forward. Inhale, this time rolling all the way up onto the tops of your shoulders. Bring your hands together underneath you. Roll onto the outer edges of your upper arms. And then push into the feet, lifting the hips up as high as they'll go. Press into the mat with your arms, chin to chest as you hold here. Breathing here, keep pushing your hips up
Keep squeezing those butt cheeks. And then releasing the hands, rolling down your spine. And when your bottom hits the mat, arch the back, rock pelvis forward. Inhale, rolling up, arms come up and overhead. Exhale, roll down, keep the arms where they are. Keep pushing the backs of the hands into the mat and only bring them back up and over when you're doing your pelvic tilt forwards. Inhale, flat back, roll up, arms up and over. And keep the hands wide in your V. Exhale, rolling slowly down. Rock pelvis and arms coming back. One more time. Inhale, flat back, rolling up, arms overhead. Hold here. Push your hips higher. Squeeze those butt cheeks. And then roll down really slowly. Try and do this one vertebra at a time. And only when you rock pelvis forward do arms come back up and over. And then slide your arms wide to a T shape. Palms are facing up. Lower the knees one way, turn head the other. Inhale to center and the other side. And just moving a few times at your own pace. Turning the head from side to side and the knees in the opposite direction. And maybe pausing with the knees down if that feels nice, just for a second or two, really easing out your lower back. And then finishing on the opposite side to where you started, coming back to neutral spine. Lift one foot, lift the other foot, bring knees and feet together. Check that your knees are over your hips, feet are level with your knees. Slowly lower the legs to one side. Keep squeezing the knees together and you can come all the way down. Turn head in opposite direction. Hold here, don't let opposite shoulder lift. Try and relax the shoulders. Holding here. And then taking your next big inhale, bringing the knees up and over to the other side. Keep the knees and feet together as head turns in opposite direction. A really nice back twist here. And then coming back to center, bringing hands behind your thighs and rocking and rolling up and down your spine, coming up to your comfortable cross-legged seat pose. Have your knees as low as they will go to the mat, but if that's uncomfortable, just crossing at the shins. But see if you can bring yourself either to a half lotus. My knee's a bit sore today, so I'm going to be a bit careful. And hands to heart center. Draw the thumbs between the breastbone, elbows nice and wide. Now pull that belly button up and in, growing your spine. On your next inhale, push palms as arms lift, looking up. Turn palms outwards and circling them around slowly, and then palms back to heart center. Moving slowly, inhaling up and separating, and exhaling down and back. Inhale up. Now think about your shoulder blades behind you. Feel them moving here. Drawing down. One more time. Coming up. And exhaling back. Pause here. Arms coming out, circling the other way. Up. And hands to heart center. Belly button pulling up and in to meet your hands. Inhaling. And exhaling. Keep that core working. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Pause here. Keep the length in your spine. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, turning to look over the shoulder. Inhale to center and exhale the other way. Inhale to center and bring your hands either side. Left arm lifting up and coming to a little fold one way. Inhale, windmilling your arms and coming to the other side. Inhale, reaching the arms long as you move from side to side. Inhaling to lift and exhale, fold. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And coming up, bringing your arms to shoulder height. Reach them really long. Pull the tops of the shoulders down. Palms go forwards. Bringing hands together. Interlace, push those palms away. Lifting up, pull the tops of the shoulders down. Straightening those arms, push those palms higher. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, a little fold. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, releasing the hands, fingers forward as you lean back. Push your chest to the ceiling. Stay here or lifting to your knees, holding here. And releasing your bottom, bringing your fingertips in front of you. Walking your hands forward and then dropping chin to chest. Release the forearms down and just hold it here for just a moment. Lifting your head and your elbows, walking your hands back, left hand to right knee, right hand behind you. Inhale, length, and exhale, twist. Pull that belly button up and in as you inhale. And exhale, turning your head a little bit more. You can pull quite hard on that knee and squeeze the shoulder blade behind you. And releasing to the other side. First of all, inhale, length, pull that belly button up and in, and exhale, turning. Inhale, long spine, and exhale, maybe turning a little bit more, holding here. And releasing forwards, bringing your arms long in front of you. Just give your fingers a little waggle. Nice. Now reach the arms really long. Right arm over left and taking our eagle arms. Inhale, lift those elbows up and exhale, folding forwards and come down as far as you can, maybe arms to the ground, chin to chest. Inhale, lifting up and exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, lift and exhaling forwards. On your next inhale, lifting up, separate your arms and bring your hands behind you. Interlace fingers, squeeze the shoulders together as you look up. And as you exhale, coming forwards, arms straight up behind you. Inhale, lift, release the arms, bring them forward, give your fingers a little waggle. Left arm over right, taking your eagle arms. Inhaling up and exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, lift and exhale, fold. Inhaling up and exhaling, folding forwards. On your next inhale, lifting up, bring the arms behind you. Interlace your fingers the wrong way, the other way. Squeeze those shoulders together as you inhale up and exhale, coming down, forehead to the mat. Inhale, lifting up, release the hands, give the hands a shake, releasing out, and then hands on the mat in front of you, rolling over your knees and coming to all fours on your mat. Few rounds of cat-cow here, knees under hips, hands under shoulders, spread your fingers wide. Let your belly dip down, but push into the hands, rotate elbow creases forward. And here you want to have your middle finger pointing directly forwards and the other fingers spread wide around it. Inhale, arching up, chin to chest. And I can feel I'm not aligned. So check that when you arch up to your cat, that your knees and hands are aligned so you're not twisting at all. You want to get the length into your lower back here and then releasing it down. Inhaling up, keep those elbow creases pointing forwards. Exhale, releasing down. Keep pulling that belly button up and in. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Right hand stays where it is. Left arm lifting up, twisting up. And then thread that needle coming onto left shoulder, left cheek, holding here. Right arm goes long to 12 o'clock on a clock face. And then I want you to let go of around the shoulders, really sink down. And you should feel a really nice stretch around the right shoulder, around the back of the shoulder, maybe the armpit, holding here. And then slide your right hand so it's directly in front of your face. Spread fingers wide, pushing into the hand, left arm lifting up to your twist, and then left hand under left shoulder. Right arm reaching up, looking up, and then thread that needle, right shoulder, right cheek to mat, left arm to 12 o'clock on your clock face, and let go. Sink down here. And you can kind of push the left side of your chest down a little bit if you're not feeling that at the back of your left shoulder. Holding here. And then left hand in front of your face. Right arm reaching up as you twist up. And then right hand to the mat. Our last stretch here, I want you to just pad your hands forward as far as they will go. Try and keep your hips over your knees. Slide your hands away and release your chest, forehead to the mat. And this is great for your shoulders. And just sink down here. Now lift your head, walk your hands to the top of the mat, keep them where they are, tuck your toes, and we're going to lift up to our first down dog of the day. And take your time here, stretching one leg out, push the heel to the mat, and then the other, and just ease out here, stretching the calves, maybe pausing on one side for a couple of breaths, and then on the other side for a couple of breaths. Really, really take your time. Trying to get your legs as straight as you can here. And maybe twisting a little bit from the hip so you're looking underneath the opposite arm to the knee that's bending, if that feels nice for your back. And then coming to your still pose. Hold here. Look at your hands. Are they shoulder width? Is your middle finger pointing straight forwards? Spread your fingers. Push your chest towards your thighs. Holding here. And then soften your knees. Walk your hands up behind, feet up behind your hands. Bend your knees and come to a forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to get your hands flat on the mat. Now bring your left hand in the middle of your feet, so the back of your hand is between your two big toes. And then you're going to start to straighten the right leg. Right arm is going to reach up, twisting up here. Looking up to the ceiling here. Hold, breathe. Nice. And then bending that right knee, coming down. Right hand under face, left leg straightens as you twist up, looking up. And bending the knee. Bring your belly and chest onto your thighs. So really rest on your thighs and then bring your hands behind you, interlaced fingers, straightening those arms up overhead. And now see if you can straighten your legs, but try and keep belly and chest on your thighs or really close. Squeeze those shoulder blades together behind you, holding here. Give your head a nod, a shake. And then keeping the bind on your hands, bend the knees, chin to chest as you super slowly, really slowly control it. Pull that belly button up and in as you start to lengthen. Once legs are straight, releasing the bind, arms coming out wide, lifting up, looking up, and hands coming to heart center, holding here.
Inhale, arms out wide and up. Hold here. And then hands to heart center. We're not flowing quite yet. So moving those shoulders, big slow circles, like we did sitting down. One more time, really make it big. Spread those fingers wide. And then keep bringing hands to heart center. Pause here. Bring the big toes together, heels are apart. Roughly a clenched fist width apart between your heels. Now lift your kneecaps, squeeze the fronts of the thighs. Little pelvic tilt here, drawing that belly button up and in. Going slow the first round. Inhaling out and up, looking up. And exhale, swan dive, hands either side of your feet. Inhale, hands on shins, halfway lift. Pull shoulders away from ears. Exhale, fold, step right foot, left foot back to your plank. Hold plank for a moment, then lower knees, chest and chin. Slide to your baby cobra, point your toes away from you. Push via your knees, tap your bottom to your heels. Brief moment in child pose, keep the elbows lifted, don't put them down. And then tucking toes, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up high, three-legged dog. Looking forward, sweep, or grab behind the heel and move right foot forward. Left foot joins it in your fold. Inhale, reverse that swan dive. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhaling out and up. And exhale, swan dive. Halfway lift on the inhale. Exhale, fold, left foot, right foot back to your plank. Knees, chest and chin. Slide to your baby cobra. Push to your knees, tap your bottom to your heels. Brief rest here. And then tucking toes, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up high, three-legged dog. Looking forwards, sweep or move it between your hands and right foot joins it in your fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. And exhale, heart center. Keep the hands moving. Inhaling out and up. And exhale, swan dive. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot back, the left foot back to plank. Knees, chest, chin, or try a chaturanga. Squeeze your biceps to your rib cage as you lower. Inhaling cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up high, three-legged dog. Look forward, step or move it between your hands. Left foot joins it, big toes touch, forward fold. Pull belly up and in as you reverse swan dive. And keep that belly button pulling up and in as hands come to heart center and then travel back out. Inhaling out and up. And exhale, swan dive. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, fold, left foot, right foot to your plank. Chaturanga as you lower. Up dog as you inhale and exhale, downward dog. Left leg lifting up high, looking forward, sweep it between your hands. Right foot joins it, big toes touch in your fold. Inhale, reverse that swan dive. And exhale, pull belly button up like it's trying to meet your hands as you come to prayer pose. Inhaling out and up. And exhale, swan dive to your mat. Now you can step back 1 foot at a time or bring your hands in front of you. Bend your knees, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, jump back to your plank and hold plank. Squeeze your kneecaps. Walk toes in, push heels away. Really straighten those legs. Squeeze every muscle on your legs. And slowly chaturanga to your mat. Inhaling cobra or up dog, pause here. Look over one shoulder and over the other shoulder. And then rolling over your toes, give it a try. Downward facing dog, holding here. Bend your knees, look to your hands. Now we're going to jump into a squat pose. So feet are going to come outside your hands.
Look forwards, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, jumping to your squat pose, hands coming to heart center. This is a little rest here, so push the knees wide, close your eyes, try and straighten your spine, take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, pull the shoulders away from your ears. Couple more breaths here. And then hands to the mat, shoulder width. Shift up onto your toes. Your knees are on the back of your upper arms. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, jump back to your plank. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga as you lower. Cobra or up dog. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up high, three-legged dog. Look towards your hands. Sweep your foot between your hands. Coming up, warrior one. Have your hands on your hips. Bring your hips and shoulders forwards. Now you want a really nice long stride with your legs. You've all got really nice long legs. So get that long stride in, thinking about your train tracks. Hips and shoulders forward. Bend and straighten that front knee a few times. And then sink deep into the lunge. Now think about your back leg. Squeeze the kneecap. Squeeze the flesh on the front of the thighs. Bring both hips forwards. And then releasing your arms up, holding that giant cup of coffee or whatever. It's too early in the day for a glass of wine. Draw the shoulders down and curl the little fingers under and gaze up to those hands holding here. Maybe sink a bit deeper, but check you can see your big toe in front of you, keeping your perfect alignment. Hold. And then bring your arms behind you, interlace fingers, squeeze those shoulders together. Coming to humble warrior, either on the thigh or inside the thigh. Arms coming up and over, holding here. Give your head a nod, a shake, release your head here. And then bring your left hand to the mat. Bring your left heel off the mat. Right arm lifts in a twist. Holding here. And then right hand outside right foot, step back and take your plank. So in your plank, your feet are roughly one clenched fist width apart. Hands are under shoulders, middle finger pointing straight forwards. Now shift your weight forwards, clamp your biceps either side of your chest and hinging forwards from the elbows. Forearms don't go backwards as you chaturanga. Inhaling cobra or to your up dog. And meeting in downward facing dog. Give the legs a pedal, always feels nice. And then coming to your still dog. Left leg lifting up high, three-legged dog. Looking forward, sweep or move it between your hands. Coming up, warrior one on the other side. And I always end up with my hips a bit twisted here. So actively pull them forwards. Bring your feet a little wider apart so you can face forwards. Bending and straightening, sinking into your lunge, pause, squeeze that back leg, the thigh, the knee, and then arms reaching out and up, pull the tops of the shoulders down, coming to your beautiful warrior ones. Curl the little finger under slightly, reach the arms longer, but keep the tops of the shoulders pulling down, holding here. And then arms meeting behind you, interlace fingers the other way, the other index finger in front. Squeeze those shoulders together as you inhale, looking up, and exhale, folding forwards, coming to your fantastic warrior, humble warriors, arms coming up and over. Give your head a nod and a shake, holding here. And then release right hand under your face. Lift your right heel so you're just on the ball of your right foot and left arm lifting to your twist, holding here. Left hand outside left foot, step back, take your plank. You can do knees, chest, chin or chaturanga, whatever your arms feel like. Cobra
or up dog. Nice. And meeting in downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up high, three-legged dog. Look forward, step or move right foot between your hands, coming up for warrior two. So in warrior two, thinking about your tightrope. Front foot heel in a line with the middle of your back foot heel slightly further back than toes. Hands on hips, shoulders over hips. Bending and straightening. Maybe moving your feet to a longer stride and then sinking down into your warrior two legs. Again, squeeze the left kneecap and the front of the thigh. Release arms. Shoulders are pulling down, neck is nice and long, gazing towards the front middle finger. Have a look. Can you see your big toe in front of you? If you can't, you'll need to move your knee and then releasing down. Pull that belly button up and in. Oh, yes, I just saw that move. Amazing. Now flip that front palm, reverse your warrior. Do not change the bend of the knee. Trying to get bicep as close to your ear as possible. Stretching out the whole right side of the body. And coming back to your warrior two. Right forearm to, oh, if you've got a block and you know you need it, grab it, put it inside your right foot. Should have mentioned that before. Right forearm to thigh. Left arm lifting, holding here. Option one. Option two is your hand to a block at whatever height you need. But if you can get your hand flat on the floor, you're then going to come to our final option. So turn your hand to face backwards. Bending at the elbow, bring the back of your hand to your right hip. Right arm underneath you, finding your bind. Nice binds. Now draw that left shoulder back and look up towards the ceiling over your shoulder. Holding here. Come out of it via the stages. Right hand to the mat, left arm lifts. Right arm to thigh, and then back to your warrior two. And all we're going to do now is straighten that right knee. Trikonasana. So reaching forwards, reach, 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 and then pivoting your arms, finding your 12 o'clock arms. And you can have your hand on a block or fingers on the mat or on your calf, wherever you are at in your practice. But draw that left shoulder back. Really push yourself against an imaginary wall behind you, holding here. Now bring the left hand down. And you can use the block here if it's more comfortable. Left hand on a block or fingers on the floor. Right arm lifting as you reverse your triangle. Reverse your Trikonasana. Try and keep both legs as straight as you can. Holding here. And then bringing the right hand down. You can take the block with you as you walk your hands around in front of you, turning on your feet. Block inside the left foot. And you're up ready for warrior two on this side. So again, hands on hips, front foot toes forward, back foot angling in. Check your alignment of your feet and hold here for a moment. Maybe sliding your feet to a longer stride, bending and straightening that left knee. Sinking down as far as is comfortable for you. Releasing your arms, pull the tops of the shoulders down and gaze towards your left middle finger. Sinking a little deeper into your warrior. Check your back arm is the same height as your front arm. That back arm often kind of goes down a little bit. So keeping your arms at the same level. Turning your left hand, reversing your warrior. Reaching up and over, stretching out the left side. Holding here. And coming back to your warrior two. Forearm to thigh, right arm lifts, or hand to block, or hand to the mat. Bending your right arm, back of the hand against the thigh, left arm reaching underneath, finding your bind. Squeeze that left shoulder blade behind you, looking, right shoulder blade, looking up to the ceiling, holding here. Coming out via the stages and back to your warrior two, straighten that left leg. Shift, shift, shift forwards, Trikonasana.
6 o'clock arms here, pushing against that invisible wall behind you with both shoulders and both hips. Hold and breathe. And then right hand comes down either on a block or on the mat, and left arm lifting up, reversing your Trikonasana. Legs as straight as you can get them. And then lift the right heel, left hand to the mat, step back, take your plank. Lower your knees as wide as the mat, big toes touch. And have a rest in child pose. Relax the forearms, the forehead down. And just breathing here. See if you can draw your butt cheeks closer to your heels. Relax the tops of the shoulders. And if your wrists are feeling it, just give your fingers a waggle. Rotate your wrists maybe. And do whatever feels good to release any hand or wrist tension. And then lift your head. Reach your arms as long as you can go. Make sure middle finger is pointing forwards, fingers really pushing into the mat. Tuck your toes and coming up. Downward dog. Give your knees a pedal. And then pausing here. Lift that right leg up high, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, rotate the hip, look underneath your right armpit. You can stay here or bring the left heel down, right foot falls behind you, coming to your wild thing. Lift your hips and chest to the sky. Let your right arm just hang, dangling out to the side, holding here. On your next inhale, right hand to mat, flip up, three-legged dog. Come up onto the toes of your left foot, shift your weight forwards. Bring your right knee behind your right elbow. Point the toes and hold here. Move knee to behind left elbow, hold here. And you can stay here or kick your right leg out in front of you. Come onto both heels and left arm lifts up. Here, straight legs, hold. And then left hand to the mat, flipping back up, three-legged dog. Release right foot to the mat. Left leg lifts up high, three-legged dog. Shifting forwards, left knee behind left elbow and hold, point the toes. Right, left knee behind right elbow, left and right. Oh man, holding here. And then extend your left leg long. Move onto both heels as you lift your right arm. Beautiful fallen stars. Holding here. And then right hand to the mat, left leg lifting up high. Release the foot to the mat and give those legs a nice pedal. Easing things out here. And then walk your hands back towards your feet. Hands are flat on the mat, legs as straight as you can get them. Left hand in between your big toes, bend left knee. Right arm reaching up, twisting up. Hold, breathe. And then right arm comes down between big toes. Bend right knee, straighten left leg, left arm lifts. Holding here. And bend. Now take hold of your big toes with your middle finger, index finger and thumbs and push down onto your fingers with the big toes. Straighten the legs, straighten your arms. So you're trying to pull your big toe up, but your big toe's pushing on your fingers so you can't. And then bring the elbows out wide. Keep the legs as straight as you can. And bring your belly, your chest, your nose towards your thighs and knees, holding here. Releasing the big toes, bring your hands to your hips. Soften in the knees as you come up, chin to chest. And coming up to standing. Release your hands. Give everything a little shake.
while we come to our standing poses. Now, I'm going to use a strap for our Ashtangi leg raise. You don't have to, but if you want to start off with a strap and then maybe let go of it, let it fall to the mat if you think you don't need it. I always come off the mat for standing balances because it's much easier on a hard floor. So we're going to start off standing on the right leg, and you can bring your left foot into your strap if you're going to use one. And then find your balance on your right leg. Look at something that's not moving. Don't look at the screen because I will wobble. And then you're going to slowly lift that left leg with the strap. You might want to just hold the knee with your hand and come to a hip opener like this, or use the strap. It's completely up to you. And if you want to extend the leg long and come out to full leg raise using the strap, you can. Maybe right arm reaching out as a counterbalance, joining thumb and index finger, holding here. Look at something that's not moving to keep your balance. Try not to lean to the right. Try and keep nice and upright, holding here. And then bending the knee, coming back. Let the strap fall and just wrap your fingers around your knee. Draw the knee up to your chest higher. Now this is a tricky bit. Keep that knee high, hands on waist. Extend the leg long, pointing the toes. Hold. Bend the knee, warrior three, either with airplane arms, hands at heart center, or arms reaching long. You choose as you come to your beautiful standing capital T's, straightening that standing leg as much as you can, finding your balance here, holding here. And then micro bend your standing leg and start to bring your hands down towards the mat. Now straighten that standing leg and stretch that left leg up high behind you in your standing splits, holding here. Micro bend standing leg, bring the left foot to the mat, tuck chin to chest and roll up with your arms just dangling. Coming up to standing, grab the strap again if you're going to use it on your right foot and just have it round the ball of the right foot. Setting yourself up on your left side, so left hand to left hip, and really ground down so you've got that really strong base, and then bending the knee, bringing it to hip height, maybe opening and closing a couple of times here, or extending leg long and coming to your leg raise. So you'll need to wrap the strap around your hand to get that leg higher, perhaps, holding here, breathing here, join thumb and index finger in Jin Mudra. Hold, finding that balance. And then bending the knee, coming back, let the strap drop down, hands around the knee, and pulling it up as high as you can go. Releasing the leg, arms come wide, point the toes, holding here. Bending the knee and to your warrior three. Whoa, I always wobble on this side terribly in warrior three, and I don't know why. Holding here, finding your balance here. Using a wall or something maybe to keep your balance. And then bringing hands either side of left foot. Reach that right leg up. Try and get your nose close to the knee in your standing splits. And then right foot to the mat, chin to chest. Super slow roll up, one vertebra at a time, and bring your hands to heart center. You can have your feet roughly hip width. Interlace fingers, push palms away. Reaching up, straightening those arms, pull the tops of the shoulders down. And then shifting onto the ball of the feet, lifting up to our coconut tree. Coming up as high as you can on your toes. Keep those palms pushing up to the ceiling. My ankles wobble a lot in this, but it's fine to wobble. You're getting stronger with each movement. Really straighten those arms, biceps by the ears. And then keep on your toes, bringing your arms down to your sides and release your heels to the mat. Standing on the right foot. Option one, tree pose. Toe on the floor, heel to ankle. Option two, foot below the knee. Option three, foot to the inner thigh. Choose what's best for you today. Every day is different in yoga. Hands are at heart center. Now pull that belly button up and in and draw the tops of the shoulders down. Growing those branches, joining thumb and index finger. And pausing here. We're going to stay here for probably about 15 seconds. So ground yourself down, straighten the standing leg, and keep pulling belly button up and in and shoulders down. Strong shoulders here. Another 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing hands to heart center. Bring the knee forwards and release it down, coming straight to the other side. Option 1, option 2, or option 3. Look at something that's not moving. Shoulders stay down as branches grow. Pull that belly button up and in, finding your balance. Again for about 15 seconds. Breathing, lengthening, growing as tall as you can. Holding for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to heart center and release it down. Shift your weight to your right foot. Bring your hands to your hips and bend the knee. Left hand takes top of left foot. And if you want to use a strap around your foot for this as well, feel free. But otherwise, right arm lifts and lengthens, thumb and index finger joined. Hinging forwards, lifting the leg, coming to your beautiful dancer's pose. Reaching with the hand, lifting long behind you, and we're going to hold here for 15 seconds. So breathe, balance, focus your mind, use the breath. And another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Super slowly releasing, coming out of it and coming straight to the other side. Right foot behind you, left arm lifts. And hinging from the hips to your gorgeous dancer's poses. So graceful. You look amazing. Absolutely fantastic. Reaching along with the arm, holding here. And if you wobble or fall out of it, don't worry, just come straight back into it for another 4, 3, 2, 1. And super slowly release it, coming down. Arms are by the side. Right arm lifting up and coming to a little side bend. As you inhale, windmill the arms and exhale, other side. Inhale and exhale. In and out. Keep pulling that belly button up and in. In, strong core, and out. And coming up right, bringing your hands behind you. Interlace fingers, squeeze those shoulder blades together and have your feet a little bit wider than hip width. Micro bend your knees and hinging from the hips. Coming up and over, arms lifting overhead, hold here. And then pushing into your feet, rolling yourself up, releasing your hands and stepping to a really nice wide straddle pose. Arms are wide, fingers spread wide. Now squeeze those kneecaps. I want to see those kneecaps lift, pull that belly button up and in, and draw the tops of the shoulders down. Hinging from the hips, coming to a 90-degree bend, flat back, reach those arms really long. Imagine I've got you by each wrist and I'm pulling your arms longer. And then inhaling yourselves up, bringing your hands behind you. Interlace fingers the other way, wrong finger in front. Squeeze shoulders together as you inhale up and exhale as you fold forwards. Arms coming up and over, looking back between your legs. Give your head a nod, a shake, holding here. And then release your hands under your face. Left hand directly under your nose. Straighten left arm as right arm lifts up to your twist. And you'll feel this down the inner left thigh. Hold, breathe. And then switching, right hand under face, left arm lifts. Hold and breathe. Release left hand, walk hands over to your left leg and bring your belly, your chest onto the thigh, nose towards knee.
Holding here. Walking your hands to your right foot. Bring belly, chest, and nose towards that leg, holding here. And then walk your hands back under your shoulders. Walk your feet in a little bit, and then bending in the knees, coming down to your squat pose. Hold. And then bring your hands behind you and lower yourself down. Stretching the legs out long in front of you. Give them a nice little waggle. And then bring them to a really nice wide straddle pose. Really get them as wide as you can. Now, reach for that right big toe. If you can't reach it, use the strap. But if you can reach the toe, I want you to just bring your left hand to your left hip and then pull yourself over so your elbow is on your shin. Now draw left shoulder back as left arm lifts up, and then reaching that arm up and over, coming down to a beautiful side fold here. And maybe if you stick your thumb up, you can touch your thumb with your left hand, or maybe left fingertips come to meet the right. Hold here. Keep trying to pull the left shoulder back. And inhaling, coming straight to the other side, either with a strap or grabbing the big toe. Pull yourself long so your elbow is down. Draw the right shoulder back as right arm lifts and coming up and over. And again, if you stick your thumb up, maybe you can touch the tip of your thumb, or maybe right hand can touch left toe. Draw that right shoulder open, holding here. And inhaling yourself up, take hold of the thighs, bring the legs together and pull those toes in. Check you can reach your big toes. If you can't, use the strap around your feet. And just let it lie there for a moment. Bring your hands behind you as you push yourself up nice and straight. Pulling belly button up and in, arms reach up. Keep them wider than your shoulders. Take a deep breath in as you lengthen. And as you exhale, folding forwards, grabbing for the feet or the strap, and relaxing down. Chin to chest in your deep fold. And then lifting your head, walk your hands up your legs, hands either side behind you, fingers forward, point your toes as we lift up to a reverse plank. Squeeze those butt cheeks for 15 seconds, holding here, looking straight up to the ceiling. Stick with it, point the toes, squeeze your bottom. We've done nearly 10 already. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower yourself down. That one's so hard. Bending your knees wide, soles of the feet together, and just give your butterfly wings a nice little flap here. And before we come to our last asana, our last pose, we're going to do a shoulder stand. So, rule number 1, don't turn your head. You can use furniture to push yourself up. Or momentum as you roll up, bring your knees down towards your face and then push your hips up as high as they'll go. Walk your elbows closer towards each other and only then release the legs up. Close your eyes and we're going to hold here. And I want you to keep trying to get your hips higher so you're on the tops of your shoulder blades, holding here. Breathe. And then bend your knees, bring your knees towards your face. Use your hands as brakes and slowly roll yourself down. Hug your knees into your chest and take a little rock from side to side, massaging your back, maybe turning your head as well. And give yourself a congratulatory hug here. That was quite a hard class. We'd barely rested. So a full flow, which is quite hard. So let's just do some nice gentle stretching before Shavasana. So bring your feet to the mat and cross your left ankle over your right leg. As you inhale, lift the right leg, flex both feet, left arm between the legs, meeting right hand behind the thigh, and then pull the right leg in and push your left elbow onto your left thigh. So you should get a lovely hip and thigh stretch here. Holding here. Keep the feet flexed and active. And then uncross the legs, right ankle over left thigh. Lifting the left leg, right hand between the legs, meeting hands behind the thigh. Push your right elbow onto your right thigh as you pull the left leg in. Reclining pigeon. If ever we're doing pigeon and it's too much for you on your knees, this is exactly the same thing, getting that gorgeous hip stretch here. And then just slowly release the feet to the mat, uncrossing your legs. T-shape your arms, drop your knees to the right, turn your head to the left. Right hand can rest on left thigh or take hold of the big toe and coming to a full supine twist, your choice. Relax your shoulders, relax your hips. Releasing the big toe if you're holding it, bending the knees back to center. Knees go to the left, head to the right, left hand on right thigh, or taking the big toe, coming to your full twist. Relax the shoulders, relax the hips. Close your eyes, you're not going to need them for the next few minutes. Releasing the big toe, bringing knees to center. Give them one last hug and a squeeze, one last little rock from side to side. And then choosing your Shavasana, either bent knees, feet as wide as the mat, or soles of the feet together, knees drop out, or legs long to the corners of the mat, arms by your side, turning palms upwards. Give your hips a little waggle, tuck your shoulder blades in and down underneath you, and just drop your chin to your chest, lengthening in the back of the neck. Focus on your breath. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, and out 2, 3, 4. Inhale 3, 4, and exhale. Relax those shoulders. In 2, 3, 4, and exhale. Relax your face. In 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 3, 4. Keep breathing at your deep, equal length breath. On your next inhale, turn your head, chin to one shoulder, back to center, chin to the other shoulder. Start moving your fingers, your toes, extending your legs if your knees are bent. Circle your wrists and ankles, and then slide your legs together. Inhale, arms long overhead, interlace your fingers, push the palms away as you flex your feet, point your feet, flex, point, flex, point. And then bring one knee into her chest, the other knee into the chest, and roll to one side. Slowly bring yourselves up to your comfortable cross-legged seat. Backs of the hands on the knees, thumb and index finger joint. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through the nose, slide your shoulders away from your ears. In through the nose. And as you exhale, relax the tops of the shoulders. In through the nose. And as you exhale, bringing your hands to heart center, to the third eye, and namaste. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the class.